Feeling unmotivated and weighed down by depression? Like even getting up to brush your teeth requires a Herculean effort? You're not alone. Many find themselves drained of motivation when depression sinks in. The good news? There are small steps you can take to get moving again. In this video, you'll discover strategies to help overcome inertia and make progress on your toughest mental health days. Stay tuned for tips to regain motivation and take baby steps forward when depression has you in its clutches. It's tempting to withdraw socially and stay in bed when motivation tanks, but giving into those urges causes more downward spiraling. The good news? With small steps, we can interrupt the cycle and rebuild momentum. Tip 1. Start small. When motivation sinks along with mood, it's important to set very small, manageable goals. Things that seemed simple before depression crept in may now feel daunting or even impossible. Don't expect yourself to snap out of it and immediately get back to your usual routines and productivity levels. That will only set you up for disappointment and frustration, worsening the situation. Instead, start by lowering the bar for what constitutes success. For example, getting up and dressed might become your sole objective for the morning rather than tackling your whole to-do list. Or reading for just 10 minutes could be an accomplishment when your concentration is shot. Focus on mini-tasks that can offer quick wins to help build momentum. For instance, simply making the bed after getting up can provide an easy sense of fulfillment. Going for a 10-minute walk around the block can get you moving when the thought of a full workout feels exhausting. Zoning out on social media doesn't count. Strive for tasks that provide tangible results. Tip 2. Be your own cheerleader. When depression hits, it's easy to fall into excessive self-criticism. Thoughts like, "I'm so lazy and useless," or "What's wrong with me?" However, beating yourself up only worsens the situation. Low motivation and difficulty functioning is a symptom of depression, not a personal failure. Instead, work on being your own cheerleader. Treat yourself with the same compassion you would extend to a friend in your situation. Say things like, "This is just the depression talking, not the real me. I'm doing the best I can right now." Also, emphasize progress rather than perfection. Congratulate yourself for whatever small tasks you accomplish, even basic self-care like showering or eating a healthy meal. Every step forward matters. Stubbornly positive self-talk may feel silly or forced at first when you're experiencing deep depression, but gradually, intentionally countering the negative voices in your head with words of kindness and encouragement can lift your spirits enough to spur action. Be patient and keep going. You're bravely fighting a difficult battle. Tip 3. Enlist accountability partners. When depression has zapped your motivation, it can be hard to follow through on intentions. This is where bringing in accountability partners can make a big difference. Asking others to help hold you to your goals removes some pressure from relying solely on your own depleted willpower. Recruit friends or family members who will gently encourage you and check on your progress. Maybe a workout buddy who will text each morning to get you up and out the door for a walk. Or a friend who reminds you about an upcoming social event you said you'd attend. If you're seeing a therapist or counselor, they can also help you structure in accountability. For major tasks that feel extra daunting, a higher level of accountability may help. Consider hiring a personal trainer, academic tutor, professional organizer, or other expert who you'll meet with regularly to work through tasks. The financial commitment can provide external motivation. Knowing someone else is expecting you to show up or complete an assignment can spur you to follow through when inner motivation falters. If you feel resistant at first, remember this is the depression talking, not your true wishes. Accountability partners can help you override the downward pull. Tip 4. Focus on the after. When motivation is lacking, any activity or task can feel monumental in the moment. The brain exaggerates how draining or difficult it will be while minimizing the benefits. This makes it appealing to avoid challenges altogether when you're depressed. To overcome this mindset, purposefully shift your focus to how you will feel after completing a task rather than dreading the process itself. Envision the sense of accomplishment you'll experience when it's finished. Think about how you'll be able to relax knowing it's crossed off your to-do list. Consider past times when pushing yourself paid off. You ended up feeling better even though it seemed hard at first. The more you intentionally reflect on the rewards waiting for you on the other side of an action, the more motivated you'll feel to get started. Even if a task ends up being more effort than expected, Focusing on each micro win along the way will provide small mood boosts. Tip 5. Do it. Don't enjoy it. One insidious effect of depression is losing pleasure and interest in activities you once enjoyed. Hobbies no longer hold appeal. Social interactions feel draining. Even fun events elicit little excitement. With joy stripped away, it's natural to avoid these activities altogether when you're feeling down. However, continuing to participate as much as possible is key to regaining motivation. Instead of waiting until you feel like doing something fun, make the goal simply to do it, whether it brings enjoyment or not. Going through the motions now will help rebuild momentum to eventually get back to a place of finding meaning and purpose again. Allow yourself to do things just to do them, even if depression has sapped the fulfillment for now. Tip 6. Add accountability through commitments. When lacking motivation, it can help to create external accountability by making commitments to others and planning things in advance. Sign up for that class, agree to plans with a friend, or book an appointment you'll be charged for if you skip. Having obligations on the calendar you can't easily back out of forces you to follow through. Even if you end up going just so you don't let someone down, you've achieved the goal of doing something versus nothing. Making commitments ahead of time takes willpower out of the equation in the moment. Tip 7. Promise yourself a reward. Like a parent giving a child dessert after eating vegetables, you can incentivize tasks for your unmotivated self. Promise yourself something enjoyable after you complete an unpleasant or boring chore. Watch your favorite show after going to the gym. Enjoy a special treat after finishing a work project. Having a guaranteed mood booster waiting for you on the other side gives an appealing reason to power through. Just don't make the reward contingent on enjoying the task. The goal is simply to do it. A small reward helps make it more likely to happen. Tip 8. Break big goals into bite-sized pieces. When motivation is low, big goals can feel impossible and create anxiety. Counteract this by breaking them down into tiny, non-intimidating steps. Then focus on one mini task at a time without thinking about the full scope. For example, if the goal is organizing your entire messy home, start with just cleaning off the kitchen counter. Once that's done, build from there. Mini milestones keep momentum going and make progress feel attainable. That wraps up these tips for regaining motivation when depression strikes. Which tip resonated most with your experience of low motivation from depression? What's one small, manageable goal you can set for yourself today? How can you talk to yourself in a more self-compassionate way when you're feeling down? And what's one simple reward you can give yourself after completing a task? Let me know your thoughts in the comments. And don't forget to subscribe to the MindFit Fusion channel for more videos on improving your mental health.